Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, and in today's video we're going to do a spring clean detail on the Crosstrek. It is extremely dirty, so I've pulled all the wheels off. I'm going to clean the fender wells, the entire car, and I'm also going to install like one more mod on it, but I'm going to do a huge time lapse, so I hope you guys enjoy. Cheers. Alright guys, so I just rinsed off the car and just put some soap all over it. I am now going to go clean the fender wells, so I've sprayed them down. I have a bucket with a abrasive bristle brush and some soap and water. I'm going to clean those out, clean the coilovers, and then I'm going to put some anti-seize back on them, but that's at the end of the day. Let them dry off. And then I'm going to tackle the rest of the car. I am going to go clay bar the car as well, but you'll see that and we'll get to that point, so stay tuned. Alright guys, so I just pretty much got finished cleaning the car. Now I am going to clay bar it, and then I'm going to wax it, and that will be the last stage of it, but I'm just going to let it dry off a little bit, and then I'm going to do the clay bar and then wax, and then I'm going to after that polish it. So yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying this like kind of ASMR style video, but alright guys, just before I do the clay bar on the car, I just kind of wanted to show you some of the products that I'm using. Right now I'm using the Chemical Guys Hydro Suds. Why I like this one is it is like a ceramic base, so it wicks the water off it. You can see it bead up, which is a really nice feature. I also mix that with a bit of Adam's Polish, just regular shampoo. It gives a bit more foam, but I like the two combined. And for the clay bar, I just use the Chemical Guys Clay Luber, and then their light, pretty much soft clay bar. So what you're gonna do is get a spray bottle, put the clay lube, spray a little area, and you're just gonna work the clay bar. out that the car has been clay barred in some sections that I could see a lot of contaminant in the paint. Now I'm going to just do a final wet wax on the car. I'm just going to go over, apply some, let it get kind of hazy and foggy, wait a little bit, and then I'm going to wipe it off with a polishing rag, and the car will be done for the detail. Otherwise, I'm just going to clean the wheels and throw them back on, and I may choose to film that or not, but I hope you guys enjoy the video and stay tuned for the next one. As always, take care. Alright guys, so I just got done removing all the wax from the car with a polishing rag. I used the butter wet wax from Chemical Guys. I still have to do the roof, but as I can't quite reach and I don't want to bring a stepladder out and possibly fall or scratch the paint, when the car's back on the ground on the wheels, I'm going to finish off doing the roof, waxing it. Now I'm going to clean the wheels just off camera. You've probably seen that a million times. And then I'm going to throw them back on, lower the car down, and we're going to finish the roof and wrap up this video. Alright guys, as you just saw, I have cleaned all the wheels on the car. The last thing I'm going to do now is put on the factory skid plate. So I do have a Primitive Racing metal skid plate, but it doesn't cover like the whole I guess like frame that this usually would. So what I'm going to do is going to cut the sides on this so I still have side coverage in the engine bay, but the Primitive Racing one does a perfect job. Alright guys, sorry I ended the time lapse a little early, but this is kind of the finished product. It's just a side plate that'll meet up with the Primitive Racing skid plate. It's just to prevent a little bit more debris going into the engine bay. It doesn't look super pretty as I broke my X-Acto knife, so I had to use some like tin snips, but it'll do the job. I just have to drill one hole in the plastic so I can zip tie it to another piece of the under tray under there, and yeah, it'll serve its purpose. I will document the next side a little bit better, but yep, thanks guys.